St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
And now, please welcome your St. Louis Cardinals.
All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound in this one, Sonny Gray.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Let's go, Sonny.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Seiya Suzuki in the box now. No balls and a strike. That smash towards center. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And the Cubs are down in order. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here in St. Louis, getting the nod in this one, Shota Imanaga.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Hot shot to third. Throws across the diamond. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Happ heads towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here's Contreras now. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. And now the count is even. Liner, base hit. So Nolan Arenado now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So now it's Nolan Arenado in the air, right field, and that's a fair ball. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Donovan, the next to hit. That's in there. It's 0-1. Contreras on third. Arenado on at first with 2 down. And the sweeper misses. Next offering is in for a strike. That one just misses.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Lars Nootbaar in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off.
One ball, 2 strikes.
So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Out to short. On to Horner. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. No score. Top of the second,
Leading
stepping
off for
in,
the Cubs,
Michael Busch.
First baseman, Michael Busch.
Let's go, St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis. Woo-hoo!
Come on, Sonny.
Gray back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering misses. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That
2
one
balls,
way
2
inside.
strikes.
And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Well, a few things can go wrong when you are delivering a pitch. That grip, slip out of your hand, release point, wind up, all of those things. And I think it's safe to say at least one of those, if not more than one, got away from him.
Dansby Swanson stands in now and watches strike one. In the air out towards right center. Walker gets under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Nico Horner.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Counts 1-0.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
On the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Next to hit, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Jump throw across his body and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
It's good hustle. And when you're talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And up next for Chicago, Gage Workman. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here at the top of the second. That one inside, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to the left side, and that one handled. Fires across the diamond. Out number 3. So they strand a pair. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Bottom half of inning number 2. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Got him. Now 1 away.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The 0-2. Stays alive. Struck him out looking. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
So 2 down now, and here is Victor Scott. Just missed.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Just missed. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That to right. Tucker should have it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We'll move to the third with no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Amaya measures 6 feet 2 inches, 230 pounds, and he was born in Panama. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
But take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Ian Happ up to hit. Led off the game with a strikeout. That one is upstairs.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Fought off foul. Happ lays off. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
3-2.
High fly ball down the left field line. Nootbaar in a dead sprint. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Downstairs, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Sonny Gray checks on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And no one can get there. Happ on his way to third. The throw in. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. 2 on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. The flip to second, and that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Back here in St. Louis, the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. That's in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that's too high.
That's ball 2.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong gets under it, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So up next, Alec Burleson. Fly to left his first time. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker sizing this one up. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Wilson.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Still tied at 0, last of the third. And that one clips the corner. That clips the zone, and that is strike 2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
2 out, space is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Fights it off, he'll see another. Absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one's gone. The Cardinals score first. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Nolan Arenado, and he's already singled in this game. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs. And that's outside. And the count even 1-1. Just missed. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Next offering is outside. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in the last half of the third. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This is downstairs, and that's ball four. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Donovan takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball one.
Nope, outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Arenado on second. Donovan at first. Two out of the inning. He's got it. And that is out number three. Cards on the board first with this solo blast. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up.
Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's going to be Michael Busch. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Up the middle. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, shortstop Dansby Swanson.
And now it's Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul out of play. Pitch misses. Now 1-2.
Two to count.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that's in there at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
That's ball 2.
There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Goes down looking. Cubs are down quietly, and it remains 1-0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
off
4.
for the
Now up for St. Louis.
Right
Jordan
fielder,
Walker.
Jordan Walker.
Outside low. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Cards doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Here's a 1-1. That one fouled hard the other way.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Just off the outside edge. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Upstairs. Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
Here's the catcher to hit. Ivan Herrera struck out looking at his first at bat. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Out in front and foul to the left side. 0-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Victor Scott getting ready to hit. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
So the lineup flips over, and here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that is that. The Cards leave one, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for
center
Cubs,
fielder, Pete
center
Crow
fielder,
Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Gray back to work. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And Arenado makes the catch.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in
Now
attack
batting,
mode since the
number
very
25.
start.
Here's the third baseman, Gage Workman. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike. The Cubs trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. Struck out swinging his first time. There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fastball for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Next pitch is outside. And a sweeper misses for a ball. And now it's filled up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They still trail 1-0. here in St. Louis. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. And a foul ball. Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Now batting first base.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. Into the bullpen and gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that misses. 1-0. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And it's fouled away. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. That misses. It's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that skips into dirt. And there's a fly ball deep right field, way back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 3-0. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Shota Imanaga is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Caleb Thielbar gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
One out, base is empty. Now here is Brendan Donovan.
A walk, and he's also singled.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and a base hit.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Newtbar lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. The 1-1. And that is out of play. Man at first, one away. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Walker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is fouled back. Stays alive. And there's a ball. Donovan, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Inning over. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next pitch is outside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one hammered center field back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 2. Tucker, a former All-Star, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. In there at the knees. Strike 1. Bases empty, 1 away. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. That one missed.
Oh, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Just off the outside corner. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And they'll do it again. And down on strikes he goes. Strikeout number 8.
Now batting,
And next is the designated hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs nothing. Back here in St. Louis, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Ivan Herrera. And the pitch. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that's a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And another ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Come on, Cardinals, come on!
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tucker makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals.
Hey!
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
on the outside corner. Got him looking.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. In for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck for Armstrong. Going back, makes the catch on the edge of the track. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the top of the 7th. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. That's a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Good job to fight that one off. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
In the air on the infield, Contreras. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Horner.
2 down, base is empty. So here's Horner now. And there's a foul ball.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today.
Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Contreras makes the grab. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching for Chicago,
Ryan Brazier gets handed the rock out of the pen.
54.
Just trying to keep this one close
Ryan
here, and this is
Brazier.
where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off.
Here
for the
comes Wilson
Cardinals.
Contreras.
First
He's got a couple homers
Wilson
already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's down and away. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Wilson down on strikes.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
First baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Arenado, batting with 1 down, takes a
0-1
strike.
count.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Julian Merriweather. Up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thompson getting cranked up as well. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
Let's go, St. Louis. Come on, St. Louis.
And that's in
2
the
balls,
dirt.
1 strike.
And a foul ball. And it remains 2-2.
The count's full.
Couple sliders away, gets that hitter to really start looking and even leaning out over the plate. Very susceptible for the 2-seamer here. Let's see what he throws.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Brendan Donovan now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw, set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch, threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Outside low, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That
2
misses
balls,
the
2
zone.
strikes.
Now 2-2. And that one hammered way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Matthew Liberator. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
And that one fouled off. Pitch misses there, and the count 2-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Helsley up and throwing. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Scott pulls it in on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Workman in the box again, takes a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Next pitch is outside. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Two to count.
And it's filled up.
3 and 2.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Man at first, and up next for Chicago, Miguel Amaya, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's through there for a strike.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Way inside, and that hit him.
Right there.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So digging in, Ian Happ, a switch hitter batting right.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Close, but called the ball. And the count even 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1 and 2.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Right
and now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. 1 for 3. First pitch just misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hit in the air, left field. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation, and if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if he can get this next out.
High leverage spot, and here is Seiya Suzuki. First pitch misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 on, 2 outs.
2 balls, no strikes.
This one popped up. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. One run in the inning, but they leave two. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Cubs 1.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now,
Cubs.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Number
bottom of the 8th.
66.
Julian Merriweather.
Julian Merriweather.
Here's the left fielder,
Leading off for
Lars
St.
Nootbaar.
Louis, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Way high.
Ball 1.
And that one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Walker.
Walker in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled out towards left center field. That one carried. Out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One down. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Scott in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, foul off first. Makes the catch, inning over. St. Louis tacks on 1 with a homer. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. We're back, And on the mound is the closer, Ryan Helsley.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Now the Cubs four-hole hitter, Michael Busch.
Michael Busch.
Helsley, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. And a curve drops in for a strike. Comebacker to the mound. To first, now one gone in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
The shortstop takes the ball. The Cards trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Cubbies with only 1 out left.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Corner in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting, center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Horner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back. The Cubbies down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and it got him. And that'll do it.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.